Now that you have your term project database and tables created, the next thing we're going to learn how to do is insert actual data into the tables. So we're going to cover how to insert rows, how to delete rows, and how to make modifications or update the data within individual columns in the table. So chapter 7 in your book covers inserting, updating, and deleting data. So you're going to want to read the chapter and go through the lecture demo. And this basically covers the commands that you can use to insert data. And we cover how to copy data from one table into another. And then we also cover how to insert individual rows. Okay? And the different techniques that you can use to insert that data. We learn how to modify data in rows using our update statement. Combination of update and set. And then you're going to learn how to delete. And deleting is potentially dangerous, so you do want to be a little careful. With the delete, you always want to include a where, because a where is going to filter and limit what it is that you are deleting. And finally, you will learn how to merge rows from one table to another. So this is actually a fairly short chapter, but very important commands are in this chapter. So to give you a little practice before you start working on your term project, we have the textbook assignment, which basically involves learning different ways of putting data into your tables. So you'll go through here and practice adding records or adding rows, copying data, updating data, and also merging tables and deleting data. So you'll get kind of practice doing all of it. And then you will be working on your term project. And for this final project lab assignment, you need to add data into your tables. And the order that you add the data is important, because you have to add the data to the tables that do not have foreign keys first. So I did try to specify an order for you when I looked at your term projects, but the order would be the tables that just have primary keys and no foreign keys. Those are the first ones that you enter. So just looking at this, zip code and products are two of the first tables, because you can see that there is a key next to them. So they are the primary key table. So these two have to be entered first. Now, once I have those entered, I will be able to do customer, because the only foreign key that customer has is zip code. So once I've entered the zip codes, I can add customer. Once I've added customer, I can add the payments, and I can also add their orders. Okay, so you can see that the payments are dependent on the customer ID. So once I have the customer ID, I can go ahead and enter the payments, and then I can place their orders. So once I have the products and the orders, I can do the items on the order. So the order that you add rows to these tables is important. And you have to do those tables that are primary key tables that are foreign keys in the other tables. You've got to do those first. So this is an example of insert statements. And you are going to be doing something similar. And you need at least 5 rows of data in each of your tables. Now, what happens if you have like a department table and there's only 3 departments? That's fine, okay? You don't have to make up a couple of bogus departments if you don't want to. So, I mean, if it makes sense to do less than 5 because of the business situation that you're in, that is okay. So once you have all of the data entered into your tables, then I want you to submit your SQL code. If you enter the code into the new query window, all you have to do is save it and then submit it. If you lose your code, let's say you don't have it, then you can generate a script and send that. Okay, but I do need to see your code because I'm going to run it and populate the tables for your database that I have on my own system. Once you finish that final project, then you are going to do the mini showcase. And the mini showcase is basically sharing your term project with your classmates. So you're going to do a PowerPoint presentation. You need to have a title slide. You need to insert the database diagram into a slide. And then for each of your tables, you should have a little screenshot of the table and a screenshot of your data. And that is for each table. Then I want you to convert your slideshow into an MP4 video. And you can do that right in PowerPoint. So these are your steps to do the conversion. And then you are going to upload that video to the discussion Dropbox. Okay, and so here is an example of the sugar baker presentation. I also put it into PDF if you'd prefer to look at it in PDF. And I converted it to an MP4, which you actually could download and view. So how do you add the video to the discussion? Let me download the MP4 and I will show you. So we go into the discussion forum. And you are going to click on Add New Topic. And then you will enter, whatever your database is on. And then we're going to click on that to expand it. And you'll notice that there is a little icon here for insert or edit audio video. So you're going to click on that, going to select the video tab, and then you're going to click on browse. Got to click on choose file in order to get to your files and folders. And then we're going to choose downloads. You're going to find your, or if it's in the download folder, whatever folder it's in, find your video and open it. Then you've got to give it a name. And upload the file. And it may take a while. Just a side note, these can be large files. So once it is uploaded, you're going to insert the media. And then you can post to the forum. And then what I want you to do is review all of your classmates' videos and try to reply to at least 3 of them. And there are points for doing the video, and there are points for replying.